So I got this question in my DMs today, and I absolutely love this analogy of feeling like a fire hose, especially when we look at this chart and how 3 out of the 4 potential motors are defined. And if you don't know this already, every single center in the human design chart not only has a theme, but it also has a function, how it works, what it does. And so the ego, the solar plexus, the sacral, the root are all motor centers. And this person has 3 out of 4 of the motor centers defined. So that feeling of, I have so much energy to give and I'm not really sure how to direct it or how to refine it makes total sense. So if your chart is similar, you're going to want to listen to this video. So what I always tell my clients, especially my clients that are business owners, if you want to take this influx of energy, this effervescence that you have, and you want to put like a nozzle on your fire hose, right? Like you want to focus it a little bit. There are 2 gates in particular that I want you to look at, and that is the Mercury and the Venus, because these are really going to help you hone in on both what you're supposed to talk about with the Mercury and your ideal client with the Venus. And I'm specifically talking about the ones on the design side because this is what people see first from you. This is your physical body. This is your outside. This is your unconscious. And so when you're able to put words to this like indescribable feeling that people have when they're around you, when you're able to give them the words, they go, you're absolutely right. And then they trust you and they see you as really authentic. So of course you're going to say things like, I am on fire to create more joy and more vitality in your life, right? Because that's gate 58, the gate of vitality, which is down here in the root center. But what we have to remember about gates, right? We can't just take the keywords. We have to look at them in context. This is in the root center. This is about moving something forward. It's also part of a bigger circuit, a bigger channel called the channel of judgment. And so we have to first look at what has gone wrong and then how do we make it better, right? It's correct and perfect. And because this client has this full channel, it really does come through in the way that she speaks. She's going to want to take her clients and have them look at what hasn't worked in the past, okay, that gate 18, before being able to move them in the direction or create momentum in the direction of joy and vitality. It's generally about making things better. So she could literally say something along the lines of, I'm super excited and enthusiastic to deeply and thoroughly move things forward for you in order to make your life better. And that would be described under the topic of her own niche. Now, gate 19 is the gate that makes us sensitive to other people's needs. And because this is in her chart, surely she can identify herself this way. But if she really taps into that and says, I take on clients who are deeply sensitive to others' needs and I help them revolutionize their lives, set better boundaries, have a better baseline. Because this whole channel is about having our foundational needs met. Food, water, safety, even nervous system regulation.